Whenever you're ready.
Right. My name's Lauren Johnson, and I grew up in Oklahoma City. And I remember the Oklahoma City bombing. It was April 19th, 1995, and I was at my babysitter's because I wasn't in kindergarten yet. And we were sitting in the living room, and I remember the door was open and the screen door was closed, and it just started rattling really hard. And we couldn't figure out what was going on because we didn't really have earthquakes at that time. And so she turned on the TV, and that's when a little bit later, then the newscast started going and talking about the bombing and everything. So that was my first remembrance of that. I remember later, the next year when I was in elementary school, that we would have an assembly, and Mrs. Oklahoma came and she brought a child, I think he was 7 or 8 at that time, and he had lost both of his parents in the bombing. And so he got to come with her and hold the crown. At that time, we didn't really know, how sad it was since he lost both his parents. So we were all kind of jealous that he got to hold the crown. And then later we realized, that he had lost both of his parents, and it was a very sad ordeal. But for us, the Oklahoma City bombing has been something that growing up every year, April 19th, we would remember it. And we would have 168 seconds of silence every day, or every April 19th at 9:01 to 9:03, because that's when the bombing took place. And we did 168 seconds because that's the number of people that were killed. And so we grew up doing that. And the last 10 years, they started doing a memorial run. And so a lot of my classmates would do that because it's just something that we grew up doing. And they have a fence by the memorial where you can tie stuff, and everybody will go that around April and tie things on the fence in remembrance of the people that passed away. And a lot of people that run will put their badges on it, so it's just a good thing for the community to get together and remember each other by. And one other thing I remember about it is that I took my grandfather to the museum once, and we were going through, and in the museum there's a room that has like boxes that have the people who passed away and little items that their family brought to remember them by. And my grandpa went through and was like picking out people that he actually knew, and I didn't realize that he had lost friends in the bombing. And so it was a very it impacted the community a lot because we were pretty tight knit. But so that's mostly what I remember about the Oklahoma City bombing.